like to floss before I eat, so my gum pockets are open for new food. Hello. How did I walk past you? I'm Bowie.
Honey.
Yeah, it's not a very hot name. I'm gonna call you Waxan.
You know John Ross Bowie is a fan favorite. Barry Kripke on The Big Bang Theory. He's also been on Veep and Curb Your Enthusiasm and so many more.
In his newly released memoir, No Job for a Man, John shares his journey through the arts from battling stage fright to his father's disapproval. He joins us live. John, thanks for being with us.
Oh, it's so nice to be here, guys. Thanks for having me. This is what I look like now.
You look great.
That's some old footage. That's some old footage, is all I'm saying.
That show was so iconic that it was on the air for 10 years. It's bound to happen, right?
I like to think so. Yes, yeah. Time is undefeated.
And John, I just personally want to say, if I had hair, that's exactly how I would wear it. By the way.
Oh, I appreciate that. Oh, that's nice of you to say.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, the grass is always greener, isn't it?
That's
yes.
right. That's exactly right. So from where do you get the name of this book?
No Job for a Man is a phrase that my father was a little overly fond of using about the acting profession. He would attribute it to Spencer Tracy, and he would occasionally, but a little more frequently than I cared for, remind me that acting was no job for a man. But it's not one of those, oh, Daddy, what have you done to me memoirs. It's I hope it's a little more nuanced than that. He just was very concerned for my well-being.
Yeah, well, dads aren't always crazy.
There he is.
They're not so nuts to hear that their kids want to go into, acting, entertaining someone. Did he have other aspirations for you? Did you have other aspirations as well, or did you always want to do this?
I always wanted to do this, but I grew up in New York City, right in the middle of the theater district, so I saw up close the struggles that actors went through, and it kind of scared me off from a young age. So it wasn't until my late 20s that I had a little bit of what we used to call a nervous breakdown and decided to give this a shot because I figured I had nothing else to lose. My dad, I think deep down, wanted to do it himself. My dad had a great voice. He was an interesting looking guy. There's that handsome gentleman right there. Not that one, no. But
don't sell yourself short, John.
But he, I think he very much felt like it was not a reasonable way to feed a family. And for better or for worse, I've tried to spend a lot of my career sort of proving him wrong. I loved him very much, but I have somehow managed to eke out a career where I feed two kids doing this. And I think that kind of baffled him.
I love how you say that when you first went on auditions, you're trying out, and you kept saying that your face said murder suspect to everyone.
I had a really weird run in my 30s where I was, and mind you, I say suspect, not the actual killer. I had a run there where I would show up in the first 15 minutes of your CSIs or what have you, and they would question me, and they would very clearly and quickly realize, oh, there's no way this idiot did it.
That's really it. Well, what happens when you get the call for Big Bang Theory? I mean, did you start from season 1 there, or were you later on? Did you come in?
I was a little later on. I had actually, the first call I got for Big Bang Theory, and I think this is fairly common knowledge, was to audition for Leonard, to audition for the role that Johnny Galecki got, because they saw absolutely every nerd in this town to fill that cast. And I went through a couple of auditions, and then when Galecki got it, and this is unlike me, when Galecki got it, I was like, oh, I like him. Good for him. Which is, I'm not always that gracious. midway into second season, I guess they had kept me in mind, and they called me in for a very small audition. There were only 3 other actors reading for the character of Kripke, and they were deliberately trying to set up a sort of antagonist for Sheldon, someone who wasn't worried about maintaining their friendship and thus could be a little meaner to him.
Yeah,
and,
it's such a great character, though. I mean, it's such a a dimension-filled character. How did you react when they told you how they wanted Kripke to be?
Well, I liked the idea of a nerd bully. I liked the idea of this guy who was sort of scrambling to get to the top of the bottom of the social ladder, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
You know? And I thought that was just a really interesting dynamic to play. I thought this guy, this alpha nerd who was going to show up and had this weird confidence. Kripke has a confidence and a swagger that is complete pretend for me. I don't think I possess it in real life. But what was great about Kripke was that despite the speech impediment, which was absolutely, used for humor, no question. The key thing to remember about Kripke is that he really never loses. Kripke, is the winner in a lot of these scenarios, and he's never a victim. And over the years, I really loved the strength they gave him and the autonomy they gave him. And then the cast was just a delight to work with.
Well, John Ross Bowie, it's a pleasure to talk to you. You can find out more about his book, No Job for a Man, and there's the Instagram account. John, pleasure to talk to you.
Hey, really nice talking to you guys, too. Take care.
Thanks,
Thanks
John.
a bunch.
Bye.